So after this, you guys and Raucus kind of amicably have a separation, right? Like a fake angry meeting.
Yeah.
There was like a little bit of a cultural shift over there at Raucus at the time because Cypher Sounds was an A&R and he was at Hot 97 at the same time. So they were chasing like a different kind of sound. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah. It was just time for us to go back to being independent. Yeah, they were like spending all this money on making a Cool G rap album with Pharrell beats and stuff like that. They were just kind of going in a different direction.
And then you guys ended up landing a distribution deal with Landspeed.
Yep. We were lucky enough to keep going.
You guys didn't feel like sad about leaving the Raucus situation at all?
Well, they were really on their downfall. I mean, for lack of a better word, the silent partner had pulled the money. So the evil Murdoch money was no longer funneling in. So they ended pretty quickly, actually.
Got you.
They were probably only going for another year after we left.
So then in 2002, you guys put out Cage's debut album, Movies for the Blind. What was it like working on that project?
I always say I executive produced the shit out of that album.
Yeah, that shit is dope, man. And just the beats and like, it was great. Like it was, you know, he caught Mai at a great time too, of like sonically, I think, like kind of, you know, perfecting different shit. So yeah, that one is a classic in my opinion. And so that was fun to just be there. I was there for everything. So it was dope.
That one
because you produced like 10 out of 18 songs, right?
Yeah, that one kind of keeps going in history because like it's his also like lyrical culmination. And everyone had been waiting for like this Cage project, and he was definitely a leading voice in that whole indie scene, like kind of on and off recording, you know, like the shit he was doing kind of in that scene, not just recording, bringing people together, driving people away from each other. He was, you know, definitely behind the scenes, kind of one of the leaders.
So my brother, Vic Padilla, a.k.a. the Mighty V.I.C. of the
No
Ghetto
way,
Professionals.
that's your real brother?
No, that's not my real brother.
Oh, wow.
I call him my brother, you know, I mean, he's like, yeah. But he produced the song Too Much on there, right? And he told me to ask you about the story of him laying down the beat at your house.
Okay. Well, me and Vic always got along, man. And I remember he came over, right, and we laid it. And I had, like, by that time, I had kind of these newer ADATs, and I had two of them stacked up. So, like, we had 16 tracks, and I think we banged it out pretty quickly. But we might have, what does he remember? Will he smoke it? Did he smoke or no?
I think he did, but...
Did he remember something specifically?
Well, he said that you had also had this like beat that you did with the Godfather sample by Los Pasles Verde or something like that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And he said he had used it already?
No, he said to ask you about it.
Oh. Yeah, I had like a phase where I was sampling like a lot of Latin records, you know, and of course he knew every single one of them. And so I remember also he was like, oh, you have all these Los Angeles Negros records, and they had sampled a lot of them too.
And he did a lot of work with you guys, right? As far as like he mixed a bunch of songs off of Eastern Conference All-Stars 4.
Yeah. He was one of these guys who you just trusted his ear. Yeah. And that was like a very valuable thing that you could bring in that era. Just someone who trusted your ears, you know? Because sometimes when you were making it and you're playing it and you're in the clubs, like your ears kind of need a second opinion. So he was always good for making shit sound right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Vic, man. That's my guy, man. How did you guys end up meeting him?
I think through Mike Heron. You remember him?
Right. Yeah.
Hydra.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hydra.
He's over
I've
at
done a record
Shady
on
now.
Hydra. What's that?
He's over at Shady now, right?
Is he?
Yeah, I believe so.
We had done a record on Hydra. The one that has the Mr. C chorus. Here comes it.
MISTEREON. Sun, Moon, and Stars.
Right, this joint called Sun, Moon, and Stars that our boy DJ Jazz produced, and it has an Alchemist joint on the B side. Okay? So it has a very early Alchemist beat on the B side. So that's how we met that whole crew.
And do you guys have any like stories about behind the scenes about the creation of Cage's debut album?
Driving out to Staten Island to score
Dust with Rakim, not the Rakim, another Rakim. Yeah.
Oh, dang, you guys were wild, huh?
Not really, but
That was like the only time I ever did it. It feels like you've drank 45 beers. That's what I said. Dust feels like.
What was the inspiration to do that, though?
We were just hanging. I don't know. Like, why not? We were young. That's how we go.